Yo guys, what is up? It's Jdyo and I am back with another episode of Game Concepts, the show where we talk about potential game ideas made by potential developers that we would love to see in the future. And usually it is a mixture of a couple of games that have already been created that they just didn't do it quite right. And before we hop into the episode, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Jdyo Gaming. I love to post on my Instagram a lot. I post popular memes and videos, and then I also update you guys about my channel. So make sure you guys go drop a follow over there at Jdyo Gaming, and then let's hop right into today's episode. So for today, what I'm going to be talking about is a potential game set in space, a space exploration game. Now, what I was thinking it could be kind of a mixture of a couple of games that have already been created. One is No Man's Sky, and another is Outer Worlds. So obviously Outer Worlds hasn't been released yet, so we can't really judge whether or not Outer Worlds is going to be exactly like what I'm saying it is, but I've had this idea for a long time. What I think would be really cool, and No Man's Sky really messed this up, is a space exploration game where you can discover different planets. Now, the reason that No Man's Sky messed this up is because there's no intensity to the game at all. You didn't really have to fight anything, and every single planet that you explored, you kind of just found the same thing over and over. And I'm not talking as many planets as No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky has an infinite amount of planets, I heard. So I'm just talking, the game within itself has, I don't know, 10, 20 different planets you can explore, or however many, and each time you go is something new, a new different kind of enemy, a new different kind of atmosphere, a new different kind of material, and then you have your home planet. And I think it would just be really cool to have a story that lines up with that in a really unique way, where you can travel to the different planets, and you can follow the storyline, and you can get new materials, and you can get new items. And I think it would just be really cool to see a game really well done just like that. It's kind of a mix of what we saw in Borderlands 3, where they travel to different planets. I think that would be really cool, and hopefully Borderlands 3 does it in a right way. But if each planet had its own unique material that you could use to craft different items, or to upgrade different items, or its own unique weapon that only drops from this certain mob that is only on that planet, I think that would be really, really cool. You go through all the missions in your home planet, and then you go to the next planet and there's a set of missions there, and the next planet there's a set of missions there, and you can revisit the planets you've already discovered. And then your mean of transportation to each planet has to be upgraded if you want to go to the next planet. I think if they had a game like that, that would be incredible. In No Man's Sky, they really messed that up, like a lot. In Outer Worlds, I don't see in the trailer, at least, much of different planet explorations, which isn't a bad thing. I didn't really expect Outer Worlds to be like that, and I'm really actually excited for that game. But it didn't seem like there was much more exploration in that game than what I'm talking about currently. So I really can't judge Outer Worlds on whether or not it's going to be like this, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's going to be. But just imagine a game where you could follow the storyline on your home planet, and you could go to different planets to get different resources, to upgrade your character, to get better armor, to get better weapons, to get better rocket ships, to get to different planets, and just it would be perfect. I think that would be the perfect roleplay game. And I was debating on different developers. I don't think that Bethesda would be the best developer for this. Just with how good Bethesda does open worlds and how massive they make them, if each planet was too massive to explore thoroughly, it would not be that fun. Because if you had to spend 30 hours to explore each planet, and there's 20 planets, that'd be way too long. So I'm just wondering if Bethesda did kind of like obviously made smaller planets. I think that would be good, but at the same time, the way Bethesda does their open world games, I don't think it would be best for this kind of game. I think it would need to be a little bit more linear than Bethesda makes their games. Not too much more, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure which developer would be best, but Bethesda I don't think could nail it quite as well, especially with the fact that they keep using the same system to make their games since like the first Elder Scrolls. They keep using the same stuff. They keep using the same world generator to make their games. So unless they update themselves, then I don't think that Bethesda would be the best for this. I think it needs to be a little more linear. Kind of like Borderlands. That's kind of what I'm talking about. If you play Borderlands, each different location you visit on Pandora or whatever is it's not too massive. You can explore the entire place in just a couple of minutes, and there's a few missions in each place. And I think if each planet was a little bit bigger than that, then that would be perfect. And the way Borderlands does it, their missions aren't like super linear, but they're not super do whatever you want. You still have to follow certain missions, and you still have to follow the storyline, but at the same time, you can kind of do whatever. I think Borderlands did that perfect. So if the developers of Borderlands kind of made this, I think that would be really awesome. And like I said, Borderlands 3 sounds like it'll be kind of something similar, but it's going to have more of a storyline than what I'm thinking of for this game. For this game, I'm thinking, you go to these different planets for the sole purpose of upgrading yourself and upgrading your home back on your home planet. And I don't know, I just think it would be really, really cool. So that's about all I have for today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about this and about this concept and future concepts you would want me to talk about. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'm Jdyo, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.